Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. McGee. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
I guess we're going to have to nickname him the thrower, aren't we, or something like that.
After last week?
I mean, man, you're talking about over 400 yards throwing the ball. The running backs and everyone else may be looking at him like, hey, don't forget us. And he'd probably just tell him, listen, you want to get involved?
Go out.
Go out and catch some passes. I'll make sure you touch it.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Jet sweep. Carr bats it forward. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. To throw, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets this to Devontae Adams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Again, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 16 carries, 91 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 1st and goal at the 1. Here's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception from a yard. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, touchdown! Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Off play action. McGee. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 62 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then dropped just inside of the 20. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mostert. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. McGee. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. On play action, now Carr. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. On 3rd down, McGee. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. To throw his Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Looking to throw on second down. McGee. Allen's first catch. Good for a first down. Operating from the gun. McGee. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. A run with Mostert up the middle. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. McGee. On the right side open is Gesicki. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. McGee. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Jacobs going to try the middle. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He was brought down by Malik Collins. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points. Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw again.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Raiders now to take over. Last week they defeated the Broncos, and they've got the lead here as well as they work with a 1st and 10. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Raiders take a 3-touchdown lead.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Off the play fake. McGee, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, it reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Following the fumble recovery, Carr. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Looking to throw again on second down. Carr, his throw caught at about the 5. Jacobs is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Jacobs again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Raiders take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far. That's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, McGee.
He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
On second down, Mostert. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw on third down, McGee out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Carr now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Here's Carr to throw. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now Carr. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll run the draw with Mostert. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Now a throw here, hauled in. First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McGee. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They hand it off to Mostert. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
And we pause for an injury here. It looks like it's Keenan Allen who's in some pain down there. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. McGee got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. And defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Jacobs from the gun. loose football.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Touchdown Raiders. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Throwing after the interception. McGee. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. To throw on second down. McGee. Cooks on the quick slant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. On 1st and 10, McGee. There again is Cooks, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Looking to throw on second down. McGee. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, McGee looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Looking to throw. McGee throwing quickly to Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Operating from the gun. McGee, quick slant, Tyreek Hill with it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Here's Mostert. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Again, it's Mostert. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Back to throw. McGee. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the fourth quarter. On the pass, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1 yard gain. Now Carr. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
It's big Trey Flowers getting in there that time for the sack.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I